Good morning, children. In the previous class, you learned how to, put different backdrops and create new sprites and how to access it from the library, from your file, how to click out a snap, and created using the paintbrush, your own sprite. So this is what you learned in the previous class. Today we shall do some practicals on sprite. Okay, let me share the screen with you. Yeah, here we are going to create, first we are going to draw a square. So how do you create a new scratch? Anyhow, I'll be opening it because we are doing it for the first time. So this is how the square has to be created. I won't be only just teaching you the square, but I'll teach you even the rectangle and many other things. Okay, so let me open the scratch screen. I'll keep it small so that I can share the screen, also see you. So I'll make it this big. This is okay. So this is your scratch, and I am the sprite. I'm going to create, um, a square. So first, before when you start anything, you need to click on the events button because you're starting an event or a game. So the very first step is you just click on that. Just press your mouse button and drag it to the script area. So the first step would be when clicked, right? And then after clicking, I need to put the pen down. I want to draw a color. So if I want to draw lines, I need to select the pen block. In the pen block, just say pen down. And I need to set the pen color. So set pen color to. Now the pen color will change. It's right now in blue. Click on this pen color and you don't have like a color palette box opening. You need to select from the colors available on your screen. If I see, you see it's become red. If I put here, it's become blue. If I put it here, you see it's got the sprite color, right? So this is how you select. So I want to select this uh, pink color. Then you can even set the pen size. I want it a little thicker. So right now the pen size is 0. Say I want the pen size to 2. So I've done all this for the pen. Now the pen is down on the screen. Now I need to draw the line. For that, I need to go to the motion block and then say move 10 steps. 10 steps would be very small. It would be just like a small little dash. So you can change the steps here. Just click in that inner area and type 100 steps. I said move 100 steps. So what happens? Let's see till here how the sprite works. Double click on when clicked. See, the sprite has drawn a straight line. Now I need it to turn downwards. Now you, as I told you, you have different directions like to point to 90 degrees and so on. So I'll say point. Here there's a little arrow next to it. Click on the arrow and you see there is 180 degrees down because 90 degrees is straight, 180 degrees is down. So the sprite will turn downwards and I'll say again move 100 steps. I'll change this to 100. Whenever you want to see again anything, you want to clear the screen, just go to the pen block and say click on the clear thing here. You see the whole thing gets cleared. See the line is gone. Now let's see whether the sprite draws a straight line and goes down and goes move 10 steps. See, yes, he's moved 10 steps. Now I want him to turn towards the left, right? Again, I can clear the screen and get back, go to the motion block and say 90 degrees. The sprite turns back to 90. See how I'm using the different steps. Okay, this time I need to point in direction. Click on the arrow here and you can see left minus 90 degrees. Okay, and then again move 100 steps. Because it's a square, all sides are equal. Can you see? Now let's check whether it draws this down and here. So double click, yeah, it's drawn a square this way. You want to clear, just go to pen, clear, and go back to the motion block, get him to 90 degrees, and he turns back to 90 degrees. Now I just have to draw the line on top. So again, you have to change the directions, right? Upwards. And upwards would be 0. So up, 0. And then I'll say move 100 steps. And so the sprite moves 100 steps. Now let's see our square is formed or not. Yes, the square is formed. Can you see? The square is formed. Okay. Now after the square, we will draw, we'll continue the thing and draw also a rectangle. Okay. Let's draw a rectangle. So once the sprite, if I make it draw, I need to leave some space after the square. Suppose this is the square, right? I need to leave some space and then start drawing the rectangle. So if I have to cross that, let me double click and show you. So the sprite is right now here. So what he has to do is he has to cross these 100 steps and also leave some more space, say another 50 steps, and draw the rectangle. Okay. So again, I'll clear the screen and show you. So what do I need to do? Instead of saying move, I have to put the pen up so that he does not draw a line. There should be a gap. So I'll go back to the pen block and I'll say pen up, he'll not draw the line, so that he does not draw the line. Once I say pen up, I need not put any set color or anything. I'll just say move. Yeah, I have to get him back to 90 degrees, no, right? Before I start, he should go change himself back to 90 degrees. Then I'll say pen up and then I'll say move 150 steps, right? 150 steps. So he'll go to 90 degrees, that is stand straight, because he'll be in the position of 0, that is just turned up in the sideways. So I made him come back to 90 degrees so that he can move 100 plus 50 steps extra. Now I'll start drawing the rectangle, right? See, if you see, you can see how he moves. 100 steps and he is moved without drawing any line, 150 steps, right? Now let's put the rectangle. Again, I need to say pen down because right now my pen is up. So to draw the next that is rectangle, pen down. Again, select pen color. You can say change your color. Say I want to draw a green rectangle. So anywhere green you can find. Select the green color. And then you can set the pen size. Set pen size. Instead of 2, I'll say set pen size to 4. We'll make it a little thicker. Okay, set pen size. As usual, in a rectangle, the opposite sides will be equal. So I'll make both these two sides as 100 and the sides here, this side, the parallel sides as 50-50. Okay, so same thing will move 100 step, point in 90 degrees. But when I'm coming down, this will become 50. So 150, 150, right? So now let's see. Move 100 steps, go to the motion block. It's in the motion block. I'll say move 100 steps and then point in direction 90 degrees. Then move 50 steps because this is a rectangle. And then again, I'll say move. No, I have to point in direction first, go downwards. So point direction 180 degrees because he has to turn down, then only move the 100 steps, right? Then again, point in direction left side. So that would become, you see, it's just attaching like a zigzag puzzle. The blocks just attach like a zigzag puzzle. So left minus 90. And this time I have to move 50 steps upwards, right? So move 50 steps, 100 steps this way, 50 steps, then 100 steps. 1 minute. Let me see if my rectangle is coming. So I moved 100 steps, then 0.90 degrees, 50 steps, then point minus 90 degrees, and then let me see what's going on. Move 100 steps, point, and here it should come 180. Sorry, I made a mistake. Point, then move 50 steps, then here it should be minus left, and move 100 steps, and here it should be 0 upwards, and then move 50 steps. Now it is right. Right? Now it has come correctly. Let's see whether it draws. First, let's clear the screen and let's see whether it comes. Yeah, my sprite is here. Double click when green is clicked. Just double click here. You can see a square and rectangle is done. Now for your homework, you do the triangle, do a circle. Circle is very easy to do it, I think. So circle, you just have to go to the motion block and you see turn 15 degrees and you say forever. Okay, it means it would be like this. I'll show you. Um, I'll only draw the circle block so that you'll understand. Okay, I'll say pen up, move 150 steps, pen down, and I'll only show you the circle block so that you'll understand. So I'll say turn 15 degrees and move 10 steps, but I'll say here I'll use a control to move, repeat this 25 times, say, I'll say repeat 25 times, and 10 steps would be very small, so I'll say 20 steps, say. Let's see whether it works out. Let's make this sprite to move, go to 10 degrees, and we'll see it would be only a square and a circle. See, can you see the circle didn't come out well? You can do better. So instead of 10, you can make it 10 steps, and let's see what happens to him. You try it out, children. I'm not going to say the perfect circle came. So like this, you do the square, rectangle, circle, and triangle. Okay, all this you should do. This is your homework. Let's go back to this. Here he's only shown you the square, but I want you to do the rectangle, the triangle, and the circle, the 4 figures. Okay. Yeah, how do you save a scratch file? So if this is my scratch file, here actually I have to say again, if I want even the rectangle, then I would have to say pen up, right? And then I would have to say uh, move around 50 steps or 100 steps, whatever it is, 100 steps, and then I would have to say pen down, and I would draw another color, right? Pen down, and then I would say set pen color. I would change the color to blue, and then pen size also you can select, set pen size, I'd say again 3, say, and then add these things, right? Now you see this is the whole thing, which is going to draw a circle, square. You try out the remaining things, children. I'm not going to do all the things for you. You need to try it out. Okay, now let's see what comes. See the circle and the rectangle. You do the thing correctly because I didn't put it at 90 degrees. That's why he didn't come here. Before I say pen up, I need to place him at 90 degrees. Then he would draw everything correctly. You need to think and do everything, children. So let's try it out. Clear the screen. Get him back again to 90 degrees straight. Or you put the circle third instead of putting the rectangle second. See, the circle and then triangle, right? Now I've showed you how to draw the square, circle, and rectangle. You draw the triangle too. Fine, children. Um, let's go through your thing. I said let's save it. So to save, file, save as. You can go anywhere you want to save. So I'm saving it on the desktop itself. And here you can name any, I'll say shapes, and you need to say SB2. That's the latest extension for your Scratch, and say save. It will be saved on your desktop. If you want to exit Scratch, just say file and say quit. These two steps are there. So say file, save, and file name, anything you can give the file name with .sb2 and click OK. And the next to quit, file, click on file menu and click on quit. See, file and quit, right? And this is your objectives. Think and tell. This is your oral objectives. Let's go through it fast. What is the use of Scratch software? You know what is it? It's on page number 89. And name the character who performs the action in a Scratch project. The name of the character is a sprite. A sprite is the character that performs action in a Scratch program. A Scratch is what type of language? It's a programming language. So here choose the correct word, programming. Dash mode is used to switch between full screen and small screen, the view mode. To move sprite forward, you need to use the motion block for it to move forward. That is, you have to select 10 step from which block? Motion block. And here you imagine the following. Sorry. This is the stop button. Stop all this script. This is a way to run this sprite. And minus 10 steps, it would be moving backwards. I showed you. Point to 90 degrees, it will point sprite to the specific direction. Very short answers. What is the motion block? Motion block has instructions to make the sprite move and turn. What is the use of pen block? The pen block has instructions related to the sprite drawing. Okay. You have even very short answers. What are the difference between pen block and pen down? I put the answers. You can, in the next class, I'll put the answers for you. Not in this class. All the answers, I'll give it to you together. Also here he said, draw a triangle and follow the instructions as shown in there. But I just don't want you to draw only one figure. I want you to draw all the 4 figures in one screen itself. How I asked you to say pen up and go to the next, this one, diagram, or to the next shape. So you will do all square, rectangle, circle, and here the triangle. All the 4. And try to answer all these questions. What are given? Here there are some questions. You see there are 2. Think and they are oral questions. Write these 2 questions in your classwork. Also in the next page, you have 2 questions, very short questions. You have 1, 2. Please write these 2 answers on your classwork. And short questions, 1, 2, 2 questions. That is, what's the difference between pen up block and pen down block? Pen up block does not allow you to draw any lines. And pen down block, their answers are given here on page numbers. Pen down allows you to draw lines. Write the steps to exit Scratch. I told you to exit Scratch, click on the file menu and select quit. Describe any 4 screen elements of Scratch. So you know the different screen elements of Scratch. Please write them down. It's on page number 90. And do the lab activity, not just the triangle. You need to do all the 4 shapes. Hope you understood the lesson. I'll start your next chapter only in the next class. I don't want you to get mixed up with anything. I want you to do the practicals. Here in this chapter, we are going to design a game. So here the game name is hide and seek. You can just go through the game so that in the next class, I'll teach you how to do this game. It's simple and it is very short. Plus, I'll give you the question answers. Thank you for now. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Do all your homework.